too fast and too intense. I had no chance.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Mahvish with another episode of To Whom It May Concern. So today we will be talking about how I came to be. Yeah, even that is an interesting story. But before I move on, please do all the things that you're supposed to do. Subscribing and the bell and all of that. Alright, so I'm going to have to go further back, even further back than my actual birth, conception and birth. Yeah, I don't like to think about that part, but yeah. Way before I was born, I don't know if I've mentioned, well no, I haven't, because we just started this, because we have some episodes from To Whom It May Concern previously in previous years, so I may have mentioned it there, and this confusion will continue for a while. But I have 3 older siblings, 2 sisters and then a brother, and I'm 13 and 12 years apart from my sisters, and then 8 years apart from my brother. So before I was born, there were 2 siblings, a sister and a brother, and they both passed away. The sister, she was around 6 or 7 months old, from what I remember. I don't remember from what I was told. And she got really sick and passed away. And then there was a brother who drowned at the age of 2.5 or somewhere around there. And so yeah, my whole family was very, very upset. And my father's way of dealing with that was to just completely act like it didn't happen, with my brother more so than the sister, because she was very little and they weren't that close to her yet. Of course, I'm sure they were upset. So, but with the brother, because he was older and it was an accidental death, and it was more jarring for everyone. His way of dealing with it was, and he was after my brother, so right before my birth, was just completely act as though it didn't exist. He wasn't there. He took him out of all the pictures, and just any memory of him was gone. No videos, nothing. And so then my parents decided to have me have another kid, just basically a replacement child. And sure, my siblings babied me, so did my mother and everyone, but it was just kind of I wasn't him, of course. And this is how you don't deal with a child's death, and you don't have a replacement child. You just don't do that. But it worked out for me, because I was the baby of the house. Everybody is kind of, and all my siblings were much older than me. So, and because there were 2 kids before me, the age difference was quite a lot. So yeah, it kind of, I was much younger than everybody, and it worked out for me. It was good. But yeah, the dealing, and what happened to me was my siblings have a lot to say about my brother and my sister. They have a lot of memories with him, and they remember taking pictures and making videos and all of those things. And I have no memory of him. I don't know anything about him. They tell me things like, oh, so and so looks like him, and so acts like him. Even with my kids, they say things like that, and I'm like, okay, sure. There's nothing. I just have this horrible piece of information, the horrible piece of information on how he died, and that is it. And that's a terrible thing to have in my head about my brother. Also my sister, I don't have any pictures or memories of her either, because my dad got rid of all of it. And that was his way of dealing with it, and I understand it, but it's not something that I want to remember. So yeah, that's my story of how I was, why I'm here. Why it was planned. It was planned for a reason. It wasn't just like, oh, we want another child. No, it was like, we lost a few, so let's have another one. But I don't know if that helps anyone in any circumstance, but I think about that a lot. And you know what, when I lost my kid, see, that's a good way to jump into that information. That when I lost my kid, I on purpose made sure to not let anyone forget him, and not forget him myself. And that has helped me to remember him, and me to make sure that my two boys know him, and realize that they had a brother. And now when I tell people, people ask me, how many kids do you have? And I say 2 boys, and they're always quick to correct me and say, you have 3 boys. Because you said that Ismail is a martyr. Martyrs don't die, so he's still alive in a sense, right? So you have 3 boys. And I like that. It makes me happy. It makes me feel better about the whole scenario, and that they feel like he's still a part of their lives. Not in a sad way, but in a healthy way. And they have pictures and movies and short videos of him to keep him around them and a part of their lives in a way. All right, the rest for next time. And again, do all the things that you're supposed to, and talk to you later.